Is that Miss Nichols?
Ooh. Oh.
No.
No, that's the wrong one. That's Alice, isn't it? That's Alice. That's Alice. Hello.
I'm loving that. That's very nice. Am I talking to Miss Nichols though? You know, I mean, I could be talking to some random stranger.
I think there's a T missing. Oh. Anyway. Watcha.
How are you?
Yes, I'm very good. I'm feeling a little orange actually.
A little blue.
Yes, I'm feeling a little orange, a little bit green. I'm feeling a little bit green under the gills or over the gills as it happens actually. Yes. Anyway, you're looking very sparkly.
I can barely breathe. This is my nostril.
Oh.
I feel like I need to stick. Hang on a second. Let me just stick this pencil at my nostril so I can breathe. And then it's squishing my cheek so far down that if I smile, it's only half a smile. It's like, oh, hello.
I hope that artist isn't watching. You could do another cartoon. It could be completely different. See what comes out this time.
We can't see my fucking ears, that's for sure. And what about my very shiny? I mean, I don't know if you can get how shiny and cheap this is. It's so cheap that it's even white on the inside.
That is disgusting.
Isn't it just? It's so bad. It's almost good. I had to pray that I was allowed to be on the show with it, but you know.
But you haven't even got your pumpkins matching, girl. Honestly, the front isn't matching. Well, they're all skew with.
That's not my fault, is it? I mean,
no.
I suppose I could do that.
It's like really bad.
And then my collar will be up here.
Really bad wallpaper. The wallpaper isn't connected, has it? I think that's going to have to come off later. But don't tell her. Let them all wait for that one.
I am wearing a vest underneath, so it's not.
They won't care. It's just more
not
flesh
X-rated.
revealed. They'll be all right.
Are you leaving yours on the whole show?
Oh, I don't know. It depends.
I don't know if I can.
It's a good job we're used to masks. Because anyway, on with the show. Yes. No.
Yes. Absolutely.
I can't.
So today's theme is Christmas. Yes.
Bugger. I'm a month behind.
Really good.
Yes.
I love it. I want one.
Hey, €4. €4. 4 is a bargain. Yeah. And I'll get WS out of it.
Is it one of those really thin plastic ones, or is it like got a little bit of elasticity, rubberiness to it?
No, it's like polystyrene, kind of soft polystyrene. It's not rubbery,
right?
But it's actually I think I can breathe through it better than I can with one of those masks. You know, the other one. I might have to wear it instead tomorrow when I go shopping.
Maybe if you just like chop the eyeballs off, or well, not your eyeballs. Yeah, just got this face.
I quite like it. It's quite traveling incognito. I don't think anyone's going to recognise me.
No, it's only
not that they're going to recognise me over here for any reason anyway, other than being the crazy British woman with 2 kids. Yeah, no, that's. I love it. Like, it's great. Anyway, isn't Halloween amazing? I mean, isn't it just a super time to be able to dress up?
I want to, before we get into the nuts and bolts of Halloween, I want to address the pumpkin in the room, as it were. 364 days of the year, we say to our children, do not approach strangers. Do not take sweets from strangers. Do not get into a white van with strangers. Halloween, yes, children, go and knock on strangers' doors and ask them for candy.
Absolutely. Every stranger.
I don't understand it. Did you send out your kids? Did you send out your kids in England for this?
Well, you know, it did. We did when we went. When we were in Slapton, Sleepy Slapton, the drug centre of Hertfordshire, the cannabis centre of Hertfordshire. Oh, hello. No, I don't want that. It's come up with it. I've got a no. Remind me later. Oh my gosh, I'm going into all sorts of.
Oh, don't go into an automatic update.
No, it's done. It's tried to start an automatic. I don't know where I am now. I can't see you anyway. Anyway, I'll carry on because I can't see you.
You don't need to see me. As long as you
No.
hear me.
Yeah.
Which would be better than last month.
Yeah, God, couldn't get anything last month. It was rubbish, wasn't it? Anyway.
Yeah, we apologise for that, people.
Yeah, it was on many levels. It was just all shades of really not good. But anyway, that's another story. It's a bit like a book, isn't it? Sometimes you can do your best and it just comes out rubbish, and then you have to start again.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's just been my experience. But you know, Slapton, it was a village, and it was a really big occasion. So people used to have pumpkins. There's a sign, there's a symbol. The pumpkin outside the front door means you can approach and people will give you sweets.
Yes.
If there's nothing outside the front door, do not go near. There doesn't need to be a red danger sign, but it's kind of saying fuck off. Don't come to my door. Do not bring this crazy thing, and do not bring your kids anywhere near my house because they're getting nothing.
Nada.
Nada. So anyway, we didn't know the rules the first year, so we wandered down the street and we got to this house where I thought I knew who the name of the owner was, Wendy. Now, so I knock on the door, or you know, the kids are like, trick or treat. There's no pumpkin. There isn't even a decoration. There isn't even a light on. So anyway, but this light comes on. I said, "Oh, hey, is this Wendy's house?" No. Oh, I'm really sorry. I thought it was Wendy's house. Wendy with the chickens. We've got chickens. Oh, well, I'm sure. Anyway, so long story short, the bloke, I think, felt really bad, and he went and got £2 and gave £1 each to each of the kids. So that's what I call a result, really. So I think, you know, sometimes you have to push the boundaries with complete
people into doing it
with complete strangers.
Yeah.
And but no, they were really good. It was really, really friendly atmosphere. Governed by the rules of if there's a pumpkin alight outside the house, then everything's okay. So that's kind of cool. But I mean, I wouldn't wander around an area that I'll let the kids wander around. I wouldn't even go, let alone let them wander around an area that we don't know. Here's very different already because there's too much space between houses. Right. So we'd have to walk miles.
They learn their canvas. Running half a mile to the next house.
Touring up the mountains up there. Crikey. I mean, it would be a good workout, but God, there's no lighting. There's no street lighting. So it's pitch black. we cause ourselves sort of problems. But they're really into Halloween over here. Really into it. So there's Halloween events set up for the weekend. The kids are going to the stables to do stuff. They've got a 3-hour event for the stables. We're doing something around Nana and Pappy's on Saturday as well. So it's actually quite big, and they do up their cafes and all that kind of thing indoors as well. So
there's no mean people that put like poison cyanide treats in people's candy boxes, because I did some research and I read about that. And then I was talking to Bray and saying, I can't believe this, that, you know, this person, and this one person, I don't remember her name, but basically she was sick of older kids, and by older I mean more than 12, but she was sick of older kids coming and trick-or-treating. Said, you're not young enough, you shouldn't be doing it. So she laced some treats with cyanide, or was it arsenic, one or the other. But anyway, she got caught and tried for it. But I was talking to Bray about this, and she was like, "Oh, my mum found a razor blade in one of my bags of treats one year." I was like,
"Whoa!"
And apparently this was a thing. This was a thing in the area at the time, that they were saying, you know, go trick or treating, but get your parents or carers or whatever to check your sweets before you open them. Or have anything, because they might be razor blades, and if there's like bags that look like they're open, don't eat them because they might have been poisoned.
Right, well, anyway, moving on.
That's like a Scrooge. That's like is there a Scrooge for Halloween?
I think that's more than a Scrooge. I think there's some serious to that. I think that's quite serious, yeah. fingerprint the razor blades that somebody just put in your sweet bag, will you? Yeah, hello. I mean, no, that I think, whoa, that's quite scary. That is scary. That's more scary than the
that
mask.
is like a Halloween like movie theme, isn't it?
Yeah, that's proper proper grief. That is. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'd love to know if someone's experienced that. That would be great to know. But it's not great, but it happened.
Not
but
great, no.
Yeah, that is weird. But yeah, that's not
razor
good,
blade though. Can you imagine? Because kids they get their buckets and you empty the stuff in and they're like, "Whoa, nom nom nom," and they stick their hand in and just. Psh, that's some sick adult. That is.
That is not good. No, we don't like that. We don't like that.
Yeah.
But I was checking out a little bit of info as well, and I'm just trying to bring it up now because there's a Guinness Book of Records associated with Halloween.
Oh, okay.
I mean, how incredible is that?
Tell me more.
Yeah, no, and actually I found out that there's the largest collection of haunted dolls. Now that is
not just
Freaky
not
Friday.
Just dolls. They have to be haunted.
No, they are haunted.
They're haunted.
Haunted dolls. And if anybody's seen Goosebumps, we're talking kind of like Goosebumps kind of woo thingy. So yeah,
it's a great movie.
Yeah, it is brilliant, isn't it? So some chap, Don Julian in Santa Barbara, Santa Barbara. Santana, oh God, I haven't even had a drink. I need a drink. Need to take the mask off. Santana Barrera.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, he went to live on this island in 1950, and after spending some time there, he claimed that it was haunted by the ghost of a young girl who drowned in one of the nearby canals 3 decades earlier. So, with this he built a shrine basically of dolls, and he became so obsessed with it that he collected more and more dolls, and that is now basically he met his death in 2001 by drowning in the very same canal where the girl had died back in the 1920s, and the island of dolls is now a major tourist attraction and an eerie place in which locals claim that the dolls come to life at night. It is said that these broken and tormented dolls are animated by the spirits of the dead and begin to call, whisper, and move their limbs and turn their heads of their own accord, hoping to lure the unwary into the watery death on the island's canals.
Oh, wow. So tormented and also, pretty nasty.
Yeah, and to appease these haunted dolls, every visitor should offer a gift as soon as they set foot on the island. I wonder who's getting those. Somebody's on the back.
Now we get to the nub of the story, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. So, but freaky dolls. It reminded me of those people who marry dolls. Do you remember we talked about that?
Oh,
yeah, months ago.
There was a special name for that. That's
I've got a special name for it, but it's not the one that's legal
or politically correct.
No, it's definitely not politically correct. Each their own and all that. I get that totally, but for me that is weird. But some of these dolls really do look weird, and Goosebumps is one of those examples. That lead puppet in Goosebumps. I mean, my kids love Goosebumps, absolutely love it, and it is fun. It's fab, but it's one freaky looking doll. I think it's the reason clowns. Do you know things? The whole thing about fear of clowns, because they do look kind of freaky.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen the scariness in clowns, to be honest. Are you bothered about them?
Yeah, I don't like them.
Lots of people are, aren't they?
Yeah,
and I was doing my research, as I do, and because of some scary people running around doing naughty stuff with clowns, there was a place just up the road from you. Now I'm probably going to pronounce this terribly wrong. Vendard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in France. Because they were being harassed by crazy clowns, they made it illegal for anyone over 12 to wear a clown costume.
Ooh.
Yes, very good. But there's some scary, really weird laws all across the world, mainly in America. There's a, surprise.
They do like their laws.
Yeah. This one, I've just been told off by Bray for casting aspersions on nasturtions. But one, Chesapeake, Virginia. you can have a $25 to $100 fine and or 6 months in jail for over 12-year-olds if you trick or treat, or a $10 to $100 fine and or 30 days in jail if anybody trick or treats after 8 o'clock.
Wow.
Crazy. Just on that day.
I mean, you didn't even get those sort of fines for breaking the rules of COVID.
No, and you certainly don't get thrown in jail. Can you imagine throwing like a 13-year-old kid in jail?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Very strange. What'd you say? At 8:02, yeah. You can imagine some, like, what they call them, not do-gooder, some Jobsworth cop in Virginia, like waiting and thinking, yep, it's 8:01, and grabbing some auto-spectating kid off the street. You're going in jail, boy.
Yeah.
Because obviously every American talks like that. In Alabama, another fabulous American state, it is illegal to dress as a nun, a priest, or a rabbi on Halloween.
Well.
Oh, do you have some more information about this?
Well, interesting enough, religions, as I understand it, and Halloween do not go together. It's at the kids' school in the UK, they wouldn't even acknowledge or celebrate Halloween.
It's probably because it started as the pagan celebration of Samhain.
Yes, it's a link with ghosts and ancestors and all that kind of thing that kind of kicks in the face, I suppose, of some religions or some ideologies. So so I can understand why, because it's kind of a bit blasphemous, I suspect, in some ways, to some people.
Well, yeah, I suppose, I don't know, because the Christians kind of stole the celebration, didn't they? But speaking of ghosts, in a terrible segue, MA Binfield has entered the room. So shall we get our first guest into the room and see if MA Binfield has also kind of gone for it with the Halloween theme?
Has she dressed for the occasion or not? We will see.
We're about to see. Yes, she has. She's so scary. Woo! That's a brilliant mask, Mill.
I haven't dressed for the occasion. I'm so sorry. Apart from I've got a red wine nose. I'm not sure if that counts because I've been drinking wine. But
you've got a red wine going. Excellent. So it's like you're drinking blood. Let's just put it.
Is Emma going to wear that throughout? Because I'm like excessively like squeamish and easily scared. So
what are you saying?
I won't sleep. Honestly.
Hers is scary. Mine's not scary.
Scary / glamorous. It's like Phantom of the Opera kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I can deal with that, but that is just. Yeah.
It doesn't help when she does the movements, to be fair. It's very convincing. I feel like you might have missed your vocation, and you should have actually been on the screen as an extra or something in one of the many Halloween movies.
I feel like it could be a spin-off of
I keep saying about all my books. They should all be on screen, okay? But that's a different story. Anyway, I'm just having a drink. Oh, hang on. No, that's not working.
I tell you what, shall we zoom straight into your
have another drink, Michelle, have another drink.
Oh, hang on, where's it gone? There it is. Oh no, we don't want that. Okay. How did you find the I am going to start with that. I'm going to kind of get that out of the way for you.
What's this, the drive?
Yeah, I'm going to get that out of the way because it was so spectacular.
There was an earlier version of that video where the game kept starting me on the starting line, like literally 3 times in about 1 minute and 20 seconds. So it was so terrible.
Oh, I don't know.
Was it a bit of a struggle?
It was a complete I mean, wallpapering. You know, if you had like a wallpapering challenge or like a useful skill, I might. Oh. That was actually better than I did. Yeah.
You can all thank Emma for that. She sent me that by WhatsApp about an hour ago, and I got my screen this close to me, and I'm watching it, and I'm thinking, oh, what's this funky thing?
I have to say,
what's this funky thing? And then, nice, it's a bit. Hello. What's going to happen?
The Halloween. I'm very highly strung. I'm really not going to sleep for about 4
Oh,
days
dear.
time from there.
That's we should have
Well,
had a disclaimer.
Yeah, we should have done actually, but that just loses all the fun. Sorry, Michelle. We'll send send the invoice for the meds through to Nick.
Oh, she's in the red wine.
Yeah, have another sip, love. Have another sip. Okay. Honestly, we're in for a long.
I'm good. It's okay.
But no, I mean, I have to thank Bev for that. Bev sent that through to me, so if she's watching, thanks for that one, Bev. Always like it when people support the cause of getting fun and funny stuff up here. So that's great. Well done.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get this out of the way, shall we, Michelle? Because it was so spectacular. I think everybody can't wait to see it. Here we go.
Hi, this is MA Binfield.
In a moody voice.
Drift Club.
I like it.
I had one practice lap, which you would have enjoyed possibly. I moved 200 metres between these two railings.
I'm loving the commentary.
And
going quite well.
Complete a lap or anything close to a lap. And then I decided to start the video again. I quite like the colour of the car. I was saying that I don't drive.
I don't drive. In my defence.
Why when you're watching me, but I do have those dreams where I drive. You know, like, but in my dreams, I'm always driving a Dodgem car.
Oh, tell us about your dreams and that was it. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We'll just hang on. Actually,
I don't know why it cut off.
Let's just share the Chatterball leaderboard after that. And then, unfortunately, MA. Are we calling you MA or Michelle or Ma? Which would you prefer?
MA, yeah, I don't mind. Michelle,
MA.
yeah.
Okay.
What's DNF? Did not finish?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So you're in the wooden spoon position right at the bottom with did not finish. Underneath Anne Shade, who did the challenge for last month but didn't actually make it on the show. She joined us just as we finished, basically. So it's all about the taking part, isn't it?
Help from a wife, Velden Bush and wife. That's not fair. I'd have help from a wife.
Are you contesting? Do you want another go at it with like an assistant? Like
that would imply I would have to practice and download the game again, which was such a trauma. I can't do that anymore. But I don't drive, and in my dreams, I dream a lot about driving, and in my dreams, it's always like a Dodgem car. Like it's a car, but to drive it, you just hold it and put your foot down. So in my dreams, I can drive really well, except for you can't brake in a Dodgem car. So it's always quite hairy at junctions and things in my dreams.
So you're not just going around the actual Dodgem Stadium. I'm
like on the
navigating
road,
proper streets.
Driving. I'm in a hurry to get somewhere. It's kind of stressful, but the driving part is easy. Yeah. So.
And do you have indicators, or do you have to keep sticking your arms out?
You can't stick your arm out of a Dodgem car. It's dangerous. I'm sure you remember that from fairground rides. You could have your arm chopped off by someone. No,
are you going slowly or quickly in these things? Are you in these? Is it a slow ride?
Yeah, it's like a stress stream. I'm in a hurry to get somewhere, and I'm in a car that's sort of pilot, but I can't really control it because it doesn't brake, and it's a bit like Chatterball, like a premonition of that whole experience. I've been dreaming about this experience for my whole life, and now it's happened.
Metaphors in dreams, very interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Well, maybe now you've done the challenge, maybe the dreams will just go away.
That's it. I've expunged whatever that was that I needed to do.
I was enjoying the commentary. I was quite disappointed it came to such a quick end. It was fabulous. The introduction,
I saw other people singing. I thought, I'm not going to put you through singing. That would be even more traumatic than my driving. So I thought, let me do like a whispering commentary, but it was too hard to talk and do the fingers with the.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. I'd fail more epically. Yes, you'd fail even more epically than that. So well done, you.
Thank you.
3 lesbians that can't talk and use their fingers.
That's it. There's
a joke in there somewhere.
Yes, I think there is.
I said it. I wanted to sort of slap my thigh, but I thought you wouldn't see it anyway. It would just look a bit. So yeah.
Well, slap your thigh with a yeehaw.
my joke about fingers. Someone has to make a joke about fingers at some point, surely, in the hour. So.
If you're highly strung, then are you celebrating Halloween? Do you like the trick-or-treaters? Do you switch all the lights off and pretend not to be in?
No,
Do you
it's kind
put
of weird.
cyanide in their treats?
I really, really love kids. I don't have kids, but I love them. So I'm one of those like overly attentive aunties. So I do the thing of lining up the bags of sweets and buy them and put an equal number in each. And then I love to sort of, when kids come around, to offer them sweets. I mean, it's kind of COVID difficult, isn't it now? I remember I lived in a flat for a really long time, and the first time I had a house, like a little terrace, 2 up, 2 down house in a street in London, in Stratford, if you know London, East London. I did that, and I had them on the ledge in the hallway, and I had the pumpkin in the window, and I just waited and waited. I thought, I've got a house. I'm not on the 11th floor of a block of flats. I'm definitely this. And it's Stratford. If you know Stratford, it's like one of the crime hotspots of London. Dangerous, but and no one came. So I had these. I ate them for a month and a half afterwards. I'd take the bag and eat them. I feel really sorry. But over the years, I have had trick-or-treaters. So yeah, I like that part of it. I don't like scary films. I know you're talking about Lady Grimm and scary books. I'm really squeamish about scary things. I'm easily spooked. Thank you, Emma. And I'm not good with horror things. Twilight is about the level of my ability to handle horror. Or like a lesbian vampire film, I can tolerate.
Love vampires. Big fan of vampires.
So sexy. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm kind of squeamish. I think when we were kids, we did head in, apple and bowls of flour. I don't know, like games at Halloween and stuff like that. Or maybe that was bonfire night. I can't remember.
Apple bobbing is a thing, and apparently, according to my research, there were things where you labeled the apples with your suitors, and you tried to grab these apples, and whichever apple you grabbed was the person you were going to spend the rest of your life with.
That's slightly
strange.
What Priti Patel or someone? That could be hard.
Well, I don't know. I assume the ones that went in the bowl were already pre-vetted rather than just random apple that you chucked in a bowl with an apple.
Random name.
I bet they had girls in one bowl and boys in another.
Oh well, binary nonsense. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're not into scary stuff, what's your Somebody's just preempted my question, which is there's no horror novel for you then. So what kind of novels do you like to write?
Sometimes I get quite visceral reactions when I read a really scary book. I'm trying to think the last sort of scary, like lesfic kind of book I read was Jerry Hill's The Locket. I don't know if you've read that. That slightly traumatized me. It's a horrible, like a horrible crimey book. So I try and avoid them. I put books in the bin if I'm very affected by them.
Oh my gosh, you're a book binner.
I try
to put them in the bin.
Have you read The
You
Girl
don't just
with the
pass them on?
The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? Someone recommended it to me, and it's so horrible and so violent. And I think I can't remember, halfway through or something. I just thought not only can I not finish it, but I can't have it in the house. So I've put it in the bin. So yeah, I'm a bit squeamish. I'm romantic. I write romance. I like romance. I don't mind a bit of peril, but as long as there's a definite happy ending and no one dies. So yeah.
So what are you working on at the minute?
Paid work. Unfortunately, I'm not writing at the moment. I've got half a manuscript that I've just put to one side for now. I might pick up again in a couple of months. I just had to get a full-time job, and it's been really really full on. So I don't think I've written a word for about 2 months, which is kind of a sad.
What's your job? What work do you do?
Well, right now I'm doing some work in London to try and end rough sleeping. So I work for local authorities with government and regional government with the Mayor of London. We're trying to end rough sleeping in London. So I sort of do some programme coordination work around that. So it's just really busy and really full on, and it's a new job. 2 months in, so I'm hoping it'll settle once. So I settle in, I can start writing again.
And I think it's a good point that it's a good thing, that a lot of authors in this genre do work as well as write, and you're having to juggle both sides all the time. So that's all credit. That's hard. That's not an easy thing to do.
And I think it depends on your work too. Like I spend all day in this room looking at this laptop literally 8-9 hours a day, and the idea of then when I'm off duty just spending another 2 or 3 hours in front of a laptop is just, I don't know, I can't face it, kind of.
At the moment.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm sure I will. I just need to get back to it. I think I took time off when I wrote the books that I've written before. The 3 that I wrote, I sort of took a bit of time off work to write the first one, then went back to work and then gave up work and had a bit of time working self-employed, and it was a lot easier to write because I could use projects. So I did a bit of work, but I mostly wrote, and now I'm sort of just trying to top the piggy bank up a bit more, and maybe I'll take a bit more time off after that. You never know. And I also did author during the pandemic, which was dreadful for me because I've never met anyone. Like I literally have never met another author. So I started, I think the first book was published in December 2019, it must have been. Would that be right? When did the pandemic start? Yeah, that's right. So I didn't get to do any book fairs or events. I've got like, books that I ordered thinking I could take them to events, and nothing happened. So,
but you have a big event coming up next month, don't you? You're going to Western
Supermare. Yeah, Western Supermare. Yeah, so that'll be my first one, and I'm kind of psyched actually. It's by the seaside, which I love as well. So any excuse for a weekend to seaside in winter is good for me. But yeah, so that's the first time I've met other authors and readers, both actually. So
and that's is that Sunday the 21st of November?
You're such a pro. Like I should have said that. I'm there. I'm trying to promote it. I'm so bad at teasing. But yeah, 21st of November it is in Western Supermare. And I think there's probably about 15 authors there. I think a lot of I suppose mostly British authors, I'm assuming. Don't know how many people we got flying in from other countries for that event, but I think it's mostly British authors. So yeah, it'll be nice. It's very friendly apparently, and it's not in previous years when they've had the events. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a great
event. We were both at the last one, weren't we? Before it stopped for COVID.
We were, yeah, and it's a brilliant event, and we would be there again this year, but we're putting a writing retreat on towards the end of November, so we can't do it unfortunately. But for all of our audience, if you're free on Sunday the 21st of November, pop all yourselves down to Western Supermare because it's a lovely little seaside town. Yes, cakes.
And free books and free things. And I think there's a quiz. I know there's a quiz because I'm doing a quiz. So you can find it.
Aren't you selling books and giving one Bold Strokes book away for free as well? So it's
apparently, which seems like too good a deal to be true.
Well,
and also, if I haven't read any of those books, I'm just going to keep them. So don't tell me.
I think. Do you want me to edit that bit out? So, yeah, we didn't sell any books and give any away. No, and then you're behind with like shelves and shelves of Bold Strokes books.
To myself.
So Michelle, if anyone hasn't come across you, and I'm sure people have who are watching, but for those who haven't, which book should they pick up of yours? What would you say start with reading?
It's hard to say, isn't it? I mean, I'm really I've only got 3, so you don't have a lot.
Start with all of them then. Just pick all 3.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think the first one is, like the first one you're always kind of fond of, but I obviously know, I shouldn't say what's wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a stonking good read. You should definitely buy it. But I think I enjoyed writing the second one more because I learned so much more about writing and through the process of that first book. I wrote it without any input from anyone. Literally no one. I wrote 150,000 words of something I felt very passionate about, what I thought was a really great story about these 2 women, and had all these incredibly complex subplots. I sent it off without anybody reading it, just a real punt. And they said it's 50,000 words too long, but we really like it, so do some work on it and we'll publish it. So it sort of was an effort, to get if it being published. But the second one was just a bit more of a dream for me because it was the first time I sat down thinking I'm actually going to write a book that's going to be published, and I know what I'm doing a little more, and it was kind of enjoyable. I love girl bands, and it's like about 2 women that used to be in a girl band together, and then they meet years later, and it's like a second chance romance. So
the name of that book is
Not This Time. So that was a lot of fun for me, and of all one of my 3 books, there's going to be a movie. It's going to be that one. And I could suggest some girl band members that could be cast for that.
In that horror movie.
Be much difficult. But the current book is it just came out in August, and I enjoyed writing that one as well. It was a kind of a pandemic book. So like everybody, I think it was a little bit of a struggle to get writing just during the pandemic. Your head and your mood is in a different place. I think you're not feeling light and romantic and all the way you need to feel. But I got there in the end, and I'm pretty proud of that one too. But, yeah.
Excellent. Cool.
Well done.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we've zoomed through time. So thank you very much for joining us with your red wine.
Thank you both.
And yeah, apologies for the scariness. Good luck on the 21st of November with your first author event. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
Thank you.
And we hope you get back to writing soon.
Do you have LL
People are waiting for your next book.
Do you have LL? I love her accent. I'm just so sorry I couldn't be on screen with her, because it's a dream for me. So I can't wait to see the video. So tell her I love her accent, her Virginian accent. So I'll be looking out.
I will do. Yes, absolutely. Okay.
See you guys.
All right,
bye.
then. Cheers,
All right,
bye-bye.
thanks, Michelle.
No problem.
Bye. Oh, sweetheart.
I can't believe we scared her and she's going to have to take Valium. I feel like that wasn't a joke. I feel, you offered the money for therapy. I think she might be taking you up on that.
The poor woman, bless her. You should have at least given her a warning. That would have been fair.
Yeah.
The audience, it doesn't matter, does it? Because they're here to be.
We've had no complaints from what I can tell. So that's all right. Oh, apparently we scared the crap out of people, but nobody's threatening to sue us. And by us, I mean you.
Yes, well, I mean me, yeah, exactly. If you catch me, I'm in France.
Well, because we rattled on with MA for so long, we might as well grab LL and Lila and get them to join. I can't breathe. Get them to join us.
Yes, bring them on, bring them in.
Okay, bring them on.
Let's
get some of this Virginian accent.
I can only see out of one side. Hello.
Hey! In the spirit.
Hey, my friend.
So I don't know if you've been watching, but we've just had MA Binfield on, and she said that she was a bit disappointed that she couldn't get on the screen with you, because she adores your Virginian accent, LL.
Yeah, she always tells me she's a wonderful, sweet person, very sweet person. But I wore my nose just for Emma because she said she was afraid of clowns. So.
Oh, thank you so much. You must have gone in and dug that out of some closet somewhere, darling. You've been inside your closet and now you're out. Good girl. Bring it on. Come on.
Is it Lila or Lila?
It's Lila.
Lila, excellent.
As in D,
Lila.
Lila.
Yeah.
Thank you both for joining us.
Yes, of course. I feel underdressed. I'm the only one not in costume.
Oh.
I think this might be my new annual shirt though. Oh no, I apparently know it's getting burnt as soon as the show's over. Bray is not impressed with this at all. I don't know why. I think if I get near an open flame, I might just spontaneously sort of go.
I was going to say, your writing room will go up with it. You want to be careful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway, good evening, ladies and women. You see, we're not allowed to say ladies, are we? I get really confused.
I think people is a good
lovely
one
people
to go with.
Because
people.
Because I do anyway. I apologize.
So you both have got a very exciting project going on at the moment, haven't you? You've just released. We've got I hope it's not a black cat. Black cats aren't good for Halloween times.
No,
it's a grey cat. Very cute. Do you want to tell us about the fabulous project that you've got going on at the moment?
I'm having to extricate the kitty cats, so I'm sorry. Yeah, so we've just published. Yeah.
You have a great pussy.
Yeah. I've got a lot of them floating around.
Okay. Thanks for sharing. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Nancy Lee's just sorry before you tell us about your fabulous project. Nancy Lee's really wants Emma to take her mask off. I don't know if that's because she likes to look at your pretty face, Emma, or if it's scaring her. She didn't give us those details. So do with that what you will. While our lovely guests tell us all about their project. Go, Lila.
Okay, yeah, so it's Lady Grimm 2021, which is the second volume. We actually did a Lady Grimm anthology last year and really had such a fun time doing it. We decided to try hand it again this year.
Excellent. And how long has it been released now?
Came out, when did it come out? Was it
October the 8th, I believe, somewhere close around there. First week of October.
first week of October? Yeah.
Excellent. So it's been out for nearly 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
how can people get a hold of it?
It is on Amazon. Yeah, you can go, yeah, if you want to go ahead. Yeah, she's better at these things than I am.
I just hold on. I gotta put my nose. Hold on. Whew, okay. Sorry. It's available on Amazon and it's available on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited. And you can get it there. We stick with Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah, good. And how many authors are involved in them?
13.
13. So 13 wonderful stories for people to have a go at, and they're all themed around
Kind of a horror, Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So that's going to be really kind of nice and scary.
Yeah.
Was it a choice to have 13 authors? Because obviously,
yeah, lucky Halloween.
13 is unlucky for everybody.
Yeah, it worked out last year with 13, so we went with 13 again this year. We had many submissions. Would love submissions from y'all two ladies. I'll say ladies. Next year, be nice. If Lila puts up with me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I
So,
said,
so you're running it next year and touting for talent already. That's good. Yeah, you might get way more than 13. You might have a problem. you might have a big problem. You might have a big book. That would be good.
well, that would be a great problem to have, really.
Wouldn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's good. So you want more Halloweeny wickedness stories for next year.
Yeah, we March, right? We start March for submission.
March, yeah, because it takes a while. Yeah, to put the submission call out, to give everybody time to write. This year seemed to be really heavy on witches. I think out of the stories, witches, like probably I think we had like 10 witch stories.
Wow.
This year. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, just kind of give them time to write and us to get them, send them off to the editor and kind of get everything put together in time for the Halloween season.
And are they all? Can you give a hint to the stories? Are they all a bit nasty, or is there any kind of romancy stuff going on between witches there as well?
Oh no, they're romance. Well, I would say probably 2/3 of them have a good romantic element to them.
There you go. That's good, because we got quite a lot of romance orientated readers, I think, kind of. So that's good. Yeah, nice, good. So a lot of people like witches then.
You've got a launch party or a reading party at the end of the month as well, haven't you?
We are having we've been having parties all month, and Sunday we will be having a Halloween party. You can find the link on my page. You can register. I Read Indies is hosting it, and KC Luck is moderating it. And we're going to have a huge parties with giveaways, Q&As. We're going to play games, and that's at 3 o'clock this Sunday Eastern time. So.
Is that great?
Right? I think
Eastern time.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds like fun. And speaking of fun, the Chatterball challenge. How did you flip a coin to see who was going to do that?
It was an arm wrestle and I lost.
Oh, you lost and you had to do it.
Fighting to lose.
It was well worth it. Shall we have a look at your show lap, Lila?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and we are off. Okay, it's not bad. Oh, I'm
Yep.
drifting. Okay.
That's supposed to happen.
Oh. It's a car. Oh, look at car. Look at car. Hoping not the police over there. Okay. All right. Oh, look out. Okay. Ah! Go straight. Oh,
Are
God.
you talking to yourself?
Okay, look out for that car. Don't hit that car. Oh, no. Oh, coming over. No, it's the finish line. We can get this. Come on.
Yay!
There we go. All right.
Well
That
done.
was a very exuberant finish. I like it. There's a finish line. We can make it.
Yes. It's harder than it looks to do that.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. And
Yeah.
I mean, we've had some very interesting.
We had a
what
range,
are
haven't we? A real range
Yes.
of, yeah. I mean,
Absolutely.
gosh.
This has
Wow.
put
Okay.
your scores put you at 8th,
Oh,
which is a very reasonable place
yeah.
to be. Very respectable, yeah.
Yeah.
Because our
Definitely.
previous guest, MA, didn't actually finish a lap. She had a nightmare with with the game. So you did great, LL. Sorry, Lila.
Yeah.
Gosh, brain's not working. I'm going to blame this. It's cutting off the circulation to my head.
What, to
and
your
also-
nose?
Yeah, the oxygen to my brain is limited. Look, I've got like a big nostril and then a tiny nostril. That's probably too much information this close. At least I'm not as close as you were, when you started showing your eyeballs off.
I do feel a few bars of Phantom of the Opera coming through my in my head. So
Hey,
hey-ho.
no, I'm not doing any more karaoke because last month I did some Freddie Mercury and there was no joining in on your part. So if
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
I
make
probably
a fool of
did I not
myself,
know
I
the
need to
song?
do it. Come on, everybody knows every Freddie Mercury song, surely. You
Yeah,
guys, come on, give us a few bars of a Freddie Mercury song just right off the bat. Any song.
I'm with.
But-
Sorry.
There we go. See?
No
See?
Bohemian Rhapsody for us? No, I feel like we could all do a really good one. I don't think we've got the hair for it though.
No, Anyway, I want to know what you guys are doing for Halloween. Is it a big thing in your areas, in your districts?
Yeah, I mean, it used to be before COVID, and
Yeah.
to have a great time.
Oh, we've lost her.
Sorry. No,
Oh,
You're
no,
back.
it's okay. No, it's fine. It was a bill collector. It's all right. No, I'm just joking. It used to be real big before COVID, and then last 2 years it hasn't been anything. But kids really don't like coming to my house because all year round I collect the stuff I'm going to give them. So I save all them soy sauce packets and the ketchup package.
oh my God.
Or if lucky, they get the Parmesan cheese from Pizza Hut, and so, but they stopped coming. So
Can't think why.
It sounds like you're one step away from razor blades and
Yeah,
cyanide, to be
I was
honest.
gonna say.
In fact, let me just check my research and make sure there's no ancestral sort of lineage going through to LL Shelton from this. Oh dear. So Lila, what about you? Do you decorate? Do you have big pumpkins going on outside there? Pumpkin parties, carving and stuff? Tell me, please. Come on. You've got to raise the side up
Yeah,
for Americans.
there was a time when we did all that, but normally our kind of like our thing for Halloween for the past several years has been just turn on some scary movie, turn off the light, and get into the season. So I'm not a big horror movie person, like the slasher films. I like the old school horror. So that's what I like to do on Halloween. It's just some horror movies,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
And do you decorate?
yeah.
I mean, are there corpses in your backyard and coffins that open up and go woo?
Well, there may be
Exactly like that.
but it's not gonna be there like all year round. So
They're like all
it
year
may-
round. We want to know where you live. No, we're
Yeah,
just
yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
bless.
we don't. We don't. We have I have a lot of, feral cats that like to hang out the front of the house. So they would take off with any pumpkins or anything else we leave out there. So we don't do a lot of decoration.
I want to see a cat trying to take off with a pumpkin. I feel like that's a YouTube video that's just waiting to happen. In fact, as soon as this show's off the air, I'm going onto YouTube and I'm going to see if there are cats hightailing it down the street with some pumpkins.
There you go. And maybe there's a group of them that go between them, just juggling. How many cats? Come on. How many kitty cats? How many pussies?
I may not have around 12.
You got 12 pussies. Wow.
Plus
Is.
the ones that are outside. Yes,
maintenance.
I've got one right here. It's going to sit.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Are they all that furry?
Some of them are, some of them are, some of the older cats. We've got a couple cats that are 14, 15 years old. And so they were kind of sketchy on the hair,
I know that feeling myself, actually, in fairness. Yeah, happens.
That mask's covering up your bald spot, isn't it?
Yeah. Hang on, let me just, I've just muted. Anyway, moving on. Yeah.
So after this project then, what have you got books coming up, yourself?
Hope so.
Each of you?
Yeah, I hope so. I haven't written much since COVID started, but I did start back up. I have a book coming out. I'm hoping beginning of next year. It's called Danny's Heart, and it's about two wives, and one wife is dying of terminal cancer, and her wife was raised in an orphanage, and she wants her to find family before she passes. So during remission, they do an ancestry test, and all these little leaves start popping up, and they take a road trip during remission.
Oh, wow.
So that's what I'm working
nice
on.
And heavy.
Yeah, I was going to say that's yeah. Yes. So it's a romance. It's like a love story as well, then, really, because again, romance has to end happily ever after, and hopefully there will be. But presumably there's a good love story in that, isn't there?
There is. There's
It's a deep
love that, but it's going to touch all your emotions, I hope. Yeah.
Well, there you go. And when are you planning to release that?
Oh, I'm hoping beginning of 2022 by March. It'd be nice. I'm getting ready to have a surgery, so I'm going to be laid up for a while. I got some writing time I can do. So
Good.
I hope.
Well, I mean, good that you can write, not good that you're having surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lila, do you have any books in the pipeline, or do you find it difficult to actually write because the cats are all over you?
As you can see, yeah, I've got one I started on early this year, and I need to get back into it. Abracadabra. It's a I write little light romances, and it's a little romantic story about a girl who works at the family like magic shop, and chaos ensues.
Is there a cat in the magic shop?
It's got to be.
Of course
surely.
there will be. Yes.
Yes, I knew it. Yes, there has to be. There has to be.
Yeah,
that's brilliant.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes, there will. And then I've got I actually had started to write it for Lady Grimm, and then realized, like, I don't know, 10,000 words into it, it wasn't going to be a short story. So I've got a little vampire story that I'm kind of playing with right now. So
sweet.
Probably early next year sometime at this rate.
Excellent. Yeah, I like vampires.
Good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much both for joining us from your various places over in the States. The very best of luck with continued success with Lady Grimm. That sounds brilliant. And good luck on the party, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, the 31st of October. Yeah.
Yes.
Halloween.
Thank you.
Excellent. So
Good
everybody
stuff.
that's listening, get yourselves to there and listen to some fabulous authors reading some spooky, scary, sexy stories.
Sounds great.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right then. Thank you both.
It's on my list now for so I'm a KU reader, so that's great. I shall have a dip into that. Thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you for having us.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming on. Come back again next year.
All right, will do.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Stay safe. Bye.
Okay, so we were going to do some book giveaways. So I need to see if my glamorous assistant has anybody sent in pictures of themselves in fabulous costumes. Let down.
No one. Did
Not-
we
not
actually
a
tell anyone?
single person.
Did we tell anyone?
Oh, most people hide behind the couch and don't even give out candy. So, you know, maybe saying stick a mask on wasn't the best way to. Okay, you have got, people, 5 minutes to give us, you know, your trick or treat nightmare, or what you do at Halloween, and the funniest or the scariest or something will win a book. Yes, does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, excellent.
So
So you'd got another story, I believe, Skeleton Island.
oh no, let me see. Well, what I was going to say, did you know actually the most common sound effect in film,
Yes.
the most hair-raising yet, is Wilhelm scream. The Wilhelm scream, it's called, and it was originally created for the 1951 movie Distant Drums. A series of 6 short sound recordings was made in post-production, and it's been used universly and wide in various things ever since. So from Warner Brothers used it exclusively, including the movie Them, The Sea Chase, A Star Is Born. Isn't that Barbara Streisand, A Star Is Born?
No, that's Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, I believe.
Is it? 1954, yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Oh, not in 1954.
This is the 1954 one. Okay.
I have no idea. That is way before my time, I'm afraid.
No,
I'm
even
not
I wasn't born then. It was used in Star Wars. It was used in Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it's been adapted by Batman and Planet of the Apes. And even Madagascar. I love Madagascar. Oh, it's such a cool movie. So cute. Animals on a desert island. It's featured in at least 133 movies, as well as computer games and.
Oh, she's gone. Quick, come back. I'm left on my own. Speaking of, I'm going to carry on. The show must go on and all that, Freddie. Speaking of Hollywood movies, Halloween movies, there was a top 10 compiled by CBS, and number 1 I never even heard of. It's called What We Do in the Shadows. Number 2 was the 1978 original Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis in just her pants and a vest, which, you know, you can't really say nothing's wrong with that. And then number 3 is The Nightmare Before Christmas. So also for a book. Hello. Also for a book.
Hello.
Give us your top 3 Hollywood Halloween movies. What are your top 3 Halloween movies? Tell us what they are, and we shall. Hello there. Nice of you to come back. Ooh, that was a scary pop out. Tell us what they are and win a book. Yes, the best top 3 win a book. Yes, we slipped into movies. Top 3 of a like you know, one of those compile the list of top Hollywood movies. Top 1 was What We Do in the Shadows from 2014. I'd never even heard of that. Have you heard of that movie?
No.
It's got that guy from I can't remember what his name is. He's got a really unusual name. He was the rock guy in Ragnarok from Thor, and he was also in Free Guy. He was the bad kind of game owner, company game owner in that. He was in it anyway.
I'm going back to my hiding place because you've lost me.
We've got Nightmare Trick or Treat, kids throwing up on the doorstep after eating treats. That is pretty gross. There's going to be a lot of treats.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's grim.
And that's from Dor Howard.
No, of course it is. Oh, well done, Dor.
She's had a great life. She's always got a story for us. I love it. Does she write books, or is she just editing? I feel like she's got plenty of
I think
feel
she
like she's
could.
got plenty of stories in there
Yeah.
to get something out.
Definitely.
But, yeah, that was a lot of
the
cats.
police, they've come to get you. Somebody's just come to get you.
That's why I'm
That was
wearing
the
a mask and
scream.
hiding.
That was the scream.
Ah, yeah. I've forgotten what I was talking about now. Cats. Yes. I always thought black cats were supposed to be good luck, but they're actually bad luck.
On Halloween.
And did you know some animal shelters won't allow black cats to be adopted during Halloween for fear that they're going to be sacrificed in some weird rituals? I did
That
not
does
know
not
that.
surprise
I think
me.
you should find out on the internet. Nancy's going to be going crackers on the comments, asking you to take that off again. I would like to know though, is it because she's scared of the mask because it's so convincingly freaky?
No, she just wants to see my gorgeous face.
To see your pretty face.
Yeah, exactly.
The latter. It's the latter. Yeah, definitely. Did you know witch actually means wise woman? I don't know what
Does
language.
it?
Yeah. The internet's not very good at giving you full information unless you keep searching. So it's like wise woman. Like, oh,
that makes sense. I've been called a witch quite a lot, so that makes total sense.
Have you? You don't speak to people enough to be called a witch, do you?
No. There's a reason.
Who's calling you a witch?
Anyway.
Set your Twitter gang on them. They'll sort them out.
Yes. Anyway, I've got a Walking Dead. Zombies.
What? That's your favourite TV?
Largest gathering of zombies. 15,458 zombies. Now that would freak you out if they came hurtling towards you, wouldn't it? Hey? Because they do not look pretty. They're blood and they're white and oh my gosh, no. Are they
fast moving ones? I can't remember if they're slow or fast moving ones.
Zombies are slow. They move slowly.
No, but some zombies have been fast moving zombies. Like there was this ridiculous Netflix movie with that guy, what's his name, Bautista. He was in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. He's that really tall, massive guy with the tattoos. It was a movie with him about zombies, and they'd put this massive wall down all the way around Las Vegas, and they were fast-moving zombies. They were some super fast. I can't remember what the film was. And everybody died in the end. Spoiler alert. I'm supposed to say spoiler alert before I give the spoiler, aren't I? Yeah. Everybody died in the end. So there was absolutely nobody got out of it with anything. So it was a bit of a bummer. And there was no romance.
There's not exactly a happy ever after there, is there? Mind you, it's zombies, so I don't suppose you get a happy ever after with zombies.
I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Everlasting love, because if you manage to stay alive that whole time and then find the love of your life, you can
go to zombie heaven.
Forever.
To zombie heaven.
Yeah. Where's that? Florida.
Oh, Americans are not going to like you tonight, are they? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm a would-be Floridian anyway with a shirt like this.
Well, it is true. And the mask even. I think that's very Well, you could be in Hollywood in one and then Florida in the other, really.
We have run over time.
Have we?
I don't know how this happens.
Are we on our own? Is we just talking? Has everybody else gone home?
Ray's got nothing from the audience. Wait. So I don't know if it's only Dor and Nancy that are watching.
They were shocked and stunned.
Oh, Kitty! There you go, Kitty.
Hey.
Kids are wanting to recite terrible poetry for the treats.
Oh, that's a winner. I feel like this is a winner. Kitty McIntosh's nightmare is a huge bunch of kids on the doorstep reciting bad poetry to try and get a treat.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
cracking. Excellent.
How dreadful. How scary.
Sort you out with a book or something very shortly, Kitty. Oh, hang on. Beep beep beeps.
And Bev Joy chased kids down the road after they stole her pumpkin.
Oh, Bev Joy chased some kids down the road because they stole her pumpkin. I want to know if she had the slippers on and the dressing gown and a knife. I want to know that. But
I want to know if she was carrying a truncheon at the time.
Yeah, I like the poetry one. That's the winner for me. So it was our penultimate show today, and it is our final.
Which means the
season.
last one, yes.
Towards the end of November, I shall be doing that live broadcasting from Wales. So it's not quite as glamorous as Corsica, but it's it's Wales. So there's nothing wrong with a bit of Wales, I say.
No, it's very good, Wales.
And I have completely forgotten who our guests are, but I know that they're very, very important, as have all our guests been on the show.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
I'm
we are
nearing
pretty
that
crap.
time
We're
when
pretty crap at saying
memory
who the
goes.
guests are.
We are, but I'm
We'll
putting
buck
down
up for next year.
hormones and that M word. What's the M word? See, menopause.
Memory.
Yes, it messes with the memory. So
It does.
that is my excuse, and I'm sticking to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So,
And I've got two kids as well, and that's just like.
well, yeah. Say no more.
Anyway, I can't even remember their names.
You're getting mixed up with the dogs. So thank you very much, 3 people, for joining us this evening. We will play out on our fabulous music, and it is good night from Miss Nichols.
And it's good night from Miss Nix.